Hello viewers, welcome to AP's Ophthalmology Pulse. Today we shall discuss how to grade an RAPD with neutral density filters. Neutral density filters reduce the quantity of light entering the eye when placed in front of it. They are called neutral as they do not reduce the color of the light. Since an RAPD depends on the asymmetric conduction of light into the afferent system, placing a neutral density filter in front of the normal or less affected eye can reduce the quantity of light entering this eye and can thus cancel out the RAPD. Grading is done by determining the strength of the neutral density filter to cancel out the RAPD. The filters shown here are the commonly available strengths in log units. Now, this is a patient with a right RAPD. To grade with neutral density filters, first place a 0.3 log unit filter in front of the normal left eye and perform the swinging flashlight test. The RAPD is still there. Now let's try with 0.6 log units. Reduced but still there. With 0.9 log units, now we see that the reaction is equal in both eyes. So we can say that there is a right RAPD of 0.9 log units. It is better to go one step further and place a higher strength, inducing an RAPD in the normal eye to confirm. If the filter is greater than 1.2 log units, it may be very difficult to see the pupil through the filter and you may have to look around it. Now, what if the reaction is not very obvious? In mild RAPDs, you may not be sure if there is an RAPD or not. You can use neutral density filters to help you out. Here is what you do. Place a 0.3 log unit neutral density filter in front of one eye and do the swinging flashlight test. Then place in front of the other eye and repeat. Observe what happens. Now, one of two scenarios is present. Either the patient doesn't have an RAPD or has one. If there is no RAPD, then performing the swinging flashlight test will induce a slight RAPD in the eye behind the filter due to reduction of the quantity of light entering the eye. However, if there is an RAPD, either you would have placed the filter in front of the normal or the abnormal eye. If you perform the swinging flashlight test with the filter in front of the affected eye, the filter further reduces conduction of light and now the RAPD becomes obvious. If you place the filter in front of the normal eye, the reduction of light balances out the RAPD of the other eye and it will be as if you are doing the test in a patient with two normal eyes. Crossed polarized filters may also be used to quantify an RAPD. So that's it for today. If you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from AP's Ophthalmology Pulse. You may watch my other videos by clicking on the thumbnails. Please leave a note in the comment section if you wish for any particular topic to be covered in future. Look forward to weekly updates. Thank you for watching.